Hello, Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 6. Tomorrow. You're always a day away. For generations, that hopeful line from Annie lifted spirits and inspired dreams, and behind those words was Charles Strouse, whose music brought Broadway and beyond to life. Charles Strouse, the composer behind some of the most joyous, heartfelt, and unforgettable songs in theater history, has passed away at the age of 96. He died peacefully in New York City, leaving behind a legacy that shaped American musical theater. Strauss's melodies became part of the American soundscape. The toe-tapping charm of Bye Birdie, the glamorous drama of Applause, the powerful hope in every note of Annie, each show a triumph, each song a testament to his boundless creativity. But his music wasn't limited to the stage. Millions recognized his catchy theme from All in the Family, Those Were the Days, a song that captured the soul of a generation. Born in New York City, Strauss began playing piano at 10, following a path that led him to study under musical giants like Aaron Copland and Nadia Boulanger. From there, he launched a staggering career, scoring over 30 musicals and composing for films like Bonnie and Clyde and All Dogs Go to Heaven. His work earned him 3 Tony Awards, 2 Grammys, and an Emmy. He was honored in the Songwriters and Theater Halls of Fame. Yet his greatest reward came from the joy his music brought to audiences around the world. Those who knew him speak just as highly of the man as they do of the music. Known for his kindness and humility, Strauss mentored young performers and remained active in the theater community well into his later years. During a conversation at auditions, Jen Thompson, a former cast member of Annie, shared a poignant moment when he leaned over and whispered, "That was you. That used to be you." It was a quiet, emotional reminder of how deeply he connected with the stories he told. Mel Brooks remembered him as so talented and such a pleasure to work with. Music Theater International called him one of the great composers of our time. Charles Strouse is survived by family and fans alike, each carrying a piece of his music forward. His songs will be sung for decades to come, reminding us that even in the hardest times, there's always the promise of a brighter tomorrow. Tributes to Charles Strouse. Number 5. She was a firecracker, always ready to have a good time and a good laugh. That's how Survivor alum Donathan Hurley remembered Jane Bright, a beloved contestant whose time on Survivor, Nicaragua left a lasting print on reality television and in the hearts of fans everywhere. Jane Bright passed away on May 15, 2025, at the age of 71 in North Carolina, following a brief illness. Her passing marks the end of a remarkable journey, one built on resilience, courage, and authenticity. Born in 1953, Jane led a rich life long before stepping onto the sandy beaches of Nicaragua. She worked for years as a dedicated dog trainer, bringing discipline and love into the lives of both animals and their owners. But it was in 2010 that the world truly met Jane. On the 21st season of Survivor, she stood out, not just as the oldest contestant that year, but as a symbol of strength and humor under pressure. Competing while still grieving the loss of her husband, Jane captured hearts with her graceful honesty, tenacity, and kindness. She earned 6th place and the coveted Sprint Fan Favorite Award, along with a $100,000 prize. Her time on the show wasn't just entertaining, it inspired. Jane's openness about her pain, her grit in challenges, and her unfiltered personality made her unforgettable. She formed genuine bonds with castmates and earned admiration across generations of viewers. Survivor legend Sandra Diaz-Twine wrote simply, "Rest in heavenly peace." Outside of television, Jane continued to teach, mentor, and connect with others. Her work with animals, her friendships, and her deep devotion to family defined her life just as much as any screen moment. She is survived by her daughter, Ashley Hammett, who shared the news of her mother's passing and thanked fans for their outpouring of love. Though the Survivor community and countless fans around the world mourn her loss, Jane's legacy remains alive in the lessons she taught and the hearts she touched. She reminded us all that it's never too late to chase a dream and never wrong to be yourself. Tributes to Jane Bright. Number 4. I've never heard someone make a Hammond B3 sing like Billy could. Those heartfelt words from a fellow musician say more than a list of credits ever could. Billy Earheart, the legendary keyboardist known for his soulful touch and heartfelt sound, passed away in Fulton, Mississippi, after a long battle with cancer. He was 71. For over 50 years, Billy brought music to life with humility and passion. As a founding member of the amazing Rhythm Aces, he helped shape the landscape of country rock. The band's Grammy-winning hit, "The End Is Not in Sight," remains a landmark moment in Americana history. Billy's talents went far beyond that stage. He played alongside greats like Al Green, B.B. King, Waylon Jennings, and Eddie Hinton. But he was best known for his 21-year collaboration with Hank Williams Jr., adding unforgettable depth to live shows and classic albums. With over 200 album credits to his name, Billy's presence in the music world was nearly everywhere, though he never sought the spotlight. Fellow artists, fans, and bandmates often spoke of his quiet wisdom, generosity, and kind spirit. He was not just a gifted musician, he was a mentor, a friend, and an inspiration. Young musicians found in him a guide both musically and personally, someone who believed in sharing knowledge and lifting others up. When news of his passing spread, outpourings of love came from all corners of the music world. Country singer Pope reflected, "The world lost one of the best in the business this week. May my longtime friend Billy Earhart rest in peace." While his physical presence is gone, Billy's influence lives on in every song he touched and in every artist he encouraged along the way. He is survived by his family, who ask for privacy during this time. Funeral details have not yet been made public. Billy Earhart's music will keep playing. So will the lessons he left behind, about heart, humility, and the joy of creating something beautiful. Tributes to Billy Earhart. Number 3. If an object moves and it isn't supposed to, use duct tape. That bit of homespun wisdom, said with a twinkle in his eye, captured the humble genius of Ed Smiley. A Mississippi-born engineer with a steady hand and a sharp mind, Ed believed problems could be solved with focus, teamwork, and a little creativity. Ed passed away peacefully at the age of 95. He leaves behind a story of courage, brilliance, and quiet leadership that helped shape American space history. Joining NASA just days before John Glenn's pioneering flight, Ed became a key figure in developing the life support systems used on Apollo lunar missions. His impact reached far beyond blueprints and testing labs. During the Apollo 13 crisis, when lives were hanging in the balance and time was running out, it was Ed's calm determination and inventive thinking that helped guide a crew safely back to Earth. He led the team that turned ordinary spacecraft materials, including that famous duct tape, into a lifeline. His work was not only heroic, but a turning point in spaceflight problem-solving. That moment defined his career, and it inspired engineers for generations. From Apollo to Apollo-Soyuz and later high-level roles across NASA, Ed remained a trusted mentor and steady influence. He rose through the agency's ranks, led collaborations with the Soviet space program, and contributed key visions for both tracking systems and future missions. His contributions were honored with NASA's highest medals and national recognition, but Ed never chased the spotlight. Instead, he poured his energy into doing the job right, whether for astronauts orbiting the moon or young engineers entering the field. Former colleague and astronaut Jim Lovell once said, "Without Ed Smiley and his team, we might not have made it home." Those simple words speak volumes about the quiet hero behind the life-saving solution. Ed Smiley lived a life of purpose, a man of reason under pressure, grounded by his roots and defined by his ingenuity. His legacy will orbit on with every mission that dares to reach higher. Tributes to Ed Smiley. Number 2. I remember listening to Junior Biles and feeling like the lyrics spoke directly to my soul. Reggae artist Michael Rose once said, "Kenneth Junior Biles will be remembered not just for the music he made, but for the deep emotion he put into every word he sang." He passed away peacefully at 77, surrounded by love, at Kingston Public Hospital. Raised in Kingston with strong faith guiding his early years, Biles first shared his voice at church. Before music called him full-time, he served bravely as a fireman. In 1967, he founded the Versatiles, launching a journey that would forever shape reggae. By the 1970s, Junior Biles had become a defining voice of roots reggae. Collaborating with legendary producer Lee Scratch Perry, he recorded classics like Curly Locks, Beat Down Babylon, and the stirring anthem A Place Called Africa. His 1974 hit Fade Away captured hearts worldwide and inspired generations of musicians. His songs weren't just tunes, they were messages. Filled with social awareness, spiritual depth, and raw honesty, they helped make reggae a global movement. Even as health struggles impacted his path, his music never lost power or relevance. In 2023, he was honored in the acoustic tribute album, Still Beating Down Babylon, a reminder of how much his music still resonates today. Beyond his art, Junior Biles was known for his quiet strength, kindness, and humility. Fellow musicians like Freddie McGregor and Michael Rose have publicly shared memories and gratitude for his influence. Olivia Grange, Jamaica's Minister of Culture, called him a powerful voice whose passing leaves a huge void. He is survived by his daughter Christine Biles and other loving family members, who remember a gentle man with a deep love for music and people. Junior Biles's legacy echoes in every reggae rhythm that carries a message of peace, justice, or resistance. His voice may be silent now, but his words live on. Tributes to Junior Biles. What's trending on the internet? News 1. AJ McLean, beloved Backstreet Boys star, is opening his heart and sharing cherished memories of his friend and fellow musician Payne. The two bonded while working on the Netflix series Building the Band, where AJ hosted and Liam brought his signature warmth and wit as a judge. AJ recalls how Liam, at just 31, was not only immensely talented but also deeply genuine, a shining light to everyone around him. Just a day before Liam's sudden passing in Argentina, AJ reached out with a heartfelt text, reflecting the close brotherly bond they had developed. He remembers their many candid conversations about life, music, and their shared journey overcoming struggles, a reminder of the strength found in friendship and understanding. As a tribute, the upcoming show they worked on together will be dedicated to Liam's memory, celebrating his remarkable spirit and lasting influence. AJ hopes fans will remember Liam for his big heart, incredible talent, and the joy he brought to so many lives. While his absence is deeply felt, Payne's legacy of kindness and music will continue to inspire, reminding us all of the importance of compassion and connection. News 2. The bounce music community is mourning the loss of Devon Hurst, the longtime partner of New Orleans rapper Big Freedia. Hurst passed away peacefully on May 15th due to complications from diabetes, surrounded by his loving family. He was just 38 years old. Big Freedia, whose real name is Freddie Ross Jr., shared the heartbreaking news in an emotional social media post, expressing devastation over the loss of her partner of 20 years. The couple's relationship was previously featured on Freedia's reality show Big Freedia Bounces Back, which aired between 2013 and 2017. In her touching tribute, Freedia noted that Hurst is survived by his mother, Shireen Hurst, his sisters Mashonda, Stephanie, and Jayla, his brothers Stephen, Stefan, and Malcolm, his daughter Ziriel, his son Devon, and numerous nieces and nephews. Friends, fans, and fellow artists have already begun offering condolences and support to Big Freedia during this difficult time. R&B singer Monica was among those sending prayers, writing, "May God grant you all peace that surpasses understanding." The Hurst and Ross families have requested privacy as they grieve, with information about public services to be shared at a later date. Though Hurst typically stayed out of the spotlight, he remained a steady presence throughout Freedia's rise to fame, supporting her music career, television projects, and advocacy work. Devon's warm spirit and unwavering support will be remembered fondly by all who knew him in the New Orleans community and beyond. News 3. Tragedy has struck as multiple incidents involving teen drivers have resulted in heartbreaking losses across Florida this spring. In late April, 18-year-old Corey Escarment lost his life in Pompano Beach when his Toyota Highlander lost control and struck a tree just after midnight on April 24th. Two women who were passengers in the vehicle survived but required hospitalization for their injuries. Authorities noted that high speed is being considered as a factor in this devastating crash. Earlier that same month, 3 Massachusetts high school seniors, Jimmy McIntosh, Hannah Wasserman, and Maisie O'Donnell, were killed during their spring break trip to Florida. The accident occurred on April 21st in Walton County when their SUV crashed into a tractor trailer on U.S. Highway 98. A 4th student was left in critical condition. The vehicle crossed the median and the other side of the highway before ending up in the woods. In North Carolina, 17-year-old William Turner's life was cut short on his way to prom. His grandmother recalls his final words to his mother, "Mama, I love you," not knowing those would be the last words she would hear from him. Just before the crash, William had found a special rock with an inspirational message, a poignant reminder of life's fragility. These heartbreaking incidents highlight the dangers young drivers face. Motor vehicle crashes remain a leading cause of death for teens aged 15-20, with statistics showing teens are involved in 3 times as many fatal crashes as other drivers. Experts continue to emphasize the importance of safe driving habits, including avoiding distractions, maintaining appropriate speeds, and always wearing seatbelts. Communities across the country are coming together to honor these young lives lost too soon, creating memorial scholarships and organizing awareness campaigns to help prevent future tragedies. Their legacies will live on through these efforts to protect other young drivers and through the cherished memories they leave with family and friends. News 4. Let's take a moment to remember the one and only Joan Rivers, a true comedy legend whose wit and charm lit up American television for more than 5 decades. Joan, born in Brooklyn and fondly known for her catchphrase, "Can we talk?" made history as the first woman to host a late-night network talk show. She won an Emmy for her iconic daytime show, wrote best-selling books, and dazzled audiences on red carpets and reality TV alongside her daughter Melissa. In September 2014, at age 81, Joan passed away in New York City following unforeseen complications during a routine throat procedure. While her sudden loss deeply saddened fans, her bold spirit and barrier-breaking career continue to inspire millions. Joan Rivers will always be remembered for making us laugh and for paving the way for women in comedy. Her legacy reminds us to embrace joy, speak our truth, and never be afraid to add a little sparkle to the world. News 5. A somber event has unfolded in London as a well-respected teacher tragically passed away after collapsing while putting on his trainers. According to reports from May 15, 2025, the teacher, Mr. Guthrie, had previously suffered a fractured foot in February 2024, which may have contributed to the incident. Medical experts believe Mr. Guthrie may have fallen while attempting to put on his trainers, possibly due to complications from his previous foot injury. The sudden collapse occurred as he was preparing for his workday, a routine morning activity that took an unexpected tragic turn. Mr. Guthrie was known as a much-loved educator in his London community, dedicated to his students and respected by colleagues. His unexpected passing has deeply affected the school community where he taught. This heartbreaking incident reminds us of life's fragility and the profound impact teachers have on their communities. While his classroom will certainly feel his absence, Mr. Guthrie's legacy will continue through the countless students whose lives he touched through his dedication to education. The school community has been coming together to honor his memory and support one another through this difficult time. News 6. Sometimes friendships in the music world create memories that last a lifetime. Actress and singer Victoria Justice recently opened up about her close bond with the late Christina Grimmie, nearly a decade after Christina's tragic passing at just 22 years old. Victoria fondly recalled meeting Christina while working on a special song with legends like Paul McCartney and Sheryl Crow, and remembered how Christina's kindness immediately stood out. Victoria shared how Christina was the type of friend who would show up to support you, no matter how busy she was. A true rarity in show business. Described as incredibly sweet, genuine, and full of faith, Christina had a way of making everyone feel valued and special. Her joyful spirit, talent, and laughter touched countless lives, and her music continues to inspire people around the world. Christina's family and friends hold tightly to the memories and the love she shared. As Victoria Justice put it so beautifully, Christina is remembered not just for her unforgettable voice, but for the pure heart she brought to every moment. Through the music, the memories, and the kindness she showed, Christina's light continues to shine, reminding us all of the lasting impact one caring soul can have. Number 1. There was warmth in her every performance, like she was telling each story just for you. Those words, spoken once by a colleague, truly capture the magic of Mette Velander. Mette Velander, cherished Swedish actress and voice behind so many unforgettable characters, passed away peacefully at the age of 100. With her passing, Sweden says goodbye to a century of craft, warmth, and humanity. Born and raised in Stockholm, she found her way to the stage early, honing her talent at the Royal Dramatic Training Academy. From Uppsala's theaters to Stockholm's grand stages, her dedication lit up every performance. She stepped easily between film, TV, and theater, always graceful, sincere, and grounded. Audiences loved her roles in cherished series like Pip Larson's Solbacken Avdi and her beautiful work in Älska mig, which introduced her to a new generation. Her voice was a treasured part of childhood for many. From Disney's The Aristocats to The Incredibles, Mette brought animated worlds to life with tenderness and care. On Svenska Sesam, she became Gladys Besk, a name that still brings smiles decades later. She shared not only stories, but her life, giving thoughtful reflections in radio appearances on Somari P1, where her gentle voice became even more personal. Married to actor Ingvar Kjellson for over 6 decades, their love and partnership stood quietly behind their remarkable work. She was a mother, an artist, and a woman who touched hearts across generations. In 2024, she turned 100, celebrated not just for her years but for the joy, grace, and humanity she brought into the world. Velander was a master of her craft and a gentle soul in a fast-moving world. Her passing marks the end of a remarkable era, but her legacy remains alive on screen, on stage, and in so many hearts. As actor colleagues have said, her kindness was as enduring as her talent. She died of natural causes, surrounded by peace and memory. Tributes to Velander. If you're going to start a war, you'd better be prepared to finish it. That line, delivered with grit and quiet strength in Walking Tall,